Boys.
Oh, you gotta watch The Boys.
Yeah.
It's good.
Fargo favorites. I'm Conrad Fargo. We are going to talk about the favorite places in Fargo and the area to go to. We're here with Kevin Bauer from Prairie Heights. Hello, Kevin.
How's it going, Conrad?
We are going to discuss, so I want you to imagine you're going out to eat. This isn't like a birthday meal or anything like big, huge celebratory, but it's like, you know what? I don't want to cook tonight. I want to go have a nice, decent meal. Where are you going?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends if I'm going with friends and stuff. There's a few different places, but I like Brutus Brick House to go and have.
Brutus Brick House.
Brutus Brick House. If I'm going with friends, if I'm just grabbing something quick, my favorite's crisp and green. It's very health focused, and that's kind of me, but I really like that aspect. And it's a little bit of a little bit more costly, but it's definitely good food and it fills you up. So I like both those places.
Okay, cool. Well, which one, if you had to pick? Well, I suppose so. One is more affordable than the other. Brutus, or is Brutus pretty affordable?
I mean, they're both kind of up there, but it's one of those. Not that I wouldn't say they're. I don't know. It really depends what you get. I mean, pizzas. I mean, it's market rate, I would say, as far as price points.
I love pizza. I've never had. Where's Brutus Brick House at?
So Brutus Brick House is on 30. Actually, ironically enough, it's just down the street from Prairie Heights.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know the street address or the number, but Prairie Heights is 319, and then it's a couple blocks west of there.
Like Veterans and 32nd. That area, the Shadowwood area.
Yep, Shadowwood area.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's right there on. It's by that Cashwise down there as well. Like there's that strip mall to the west, and it's at the very end of that, and they have a really good patio in the summers, and so it's really good aspect. And I love sports, so you can watch really any sports game there, and have a variety of different seating options there.
And your favorite thing is to get pizza.
I like the burgers and pizza there for the
burgers.
most part. And,
okay.
Really good mozzarella sticks, and I mean, I really haven't had too much that's bad there. I've tried a lot of different things, but
are they open for lunch?
Yep, they're open for lunch.
Okay, I'll have to go there with my wife sometime.
Nice.
We're always looking for a new place to get like burgers or pizza and stuff, and that sounds like a good place. So I suppose you said you're in sales for Egg Week.
Yep.
And we were talking about how you travel around a lot. You go up to Grand Forks and all these other things. When you are in town and meeting somebody, maybe having a sales meeting or whatever, or maybe just doing some networking, you're going to go out for like a coffee or a beer or, just to sit down and have, that 1 hour conversation. Where do you go? Where's your go-to meeting place?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite coffee shop is I like to go to Beans in West Fargo.
Yeah.
West Fargo local. Loyal, I should say.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect to just meet people for coffee. And typically I've noticed, and you've probably noticed this too, if you go there pretty regularly, like you always see somebody especially if you're a regular there.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect, but I'm really not opposed to any other coffee shops. It's just kind of whatever makes sense for that person.
Beans is great. They've got that donut.
Yep, they have the donuts, and food options would be great, but oftentimes I'm just there for the coffee, and they always try to keep it fresh and it's a pretty large space, so you can, it gets fairly busy, but it doesn't hinder that, the networking aspect of things.
I don't know if I've been to I always go to the one on University.
Oh, sure.
What's the West Fargo space like? You said it's big.
It's quite a bit bigger. I wouldn't, don't quote me on it, but I mean, it's probably 2.5 times bigger, I would say. So it's a lot more seating area and a little bit different. Parking situations a little bit different as well. It's kind of in a L shape versus the university one. A lot of times if it's busy, you park on like the
university one. The parking is ridiculous.
Kind of the bowler, so it's a little different that way. But as most people have my spot, I always park if it's available. So it's kind of my thing there.
You got your spot there.
I kind of have like it's literally like if you're going around, like I literally go straight in. And I'm like, this is my spot, and nobody takes it, but it's also like right at the curve.
Yeah.
So like you kind of get caught like while you back up, like it kind of bites you in the butt a little bit because if you back up, like sometimes you're depends if the cars are merging towards you, it kind of messes up the flow of traffic, but.
That's cool. That's wow. Okay, you really like that Beans. Okay, so when you're not eating out, you have to have food in your house. Yep. Where do you go buy that food? What's your favorite grocery store?
Favorite grocery store? I mean, I typically go to Hornbachers. I buy some
Hornbachers.
Yep.
Which one?
Typically the one on Cheyenne, just off
the interstate. The newer one there with the strip mall near there.
The closest, usually the 13th Avenue one. I forget the name of it, but the 13th Avenue one, kind of by the mall, and Cheyenne one is literally like right between my house.
I see.
So it's kind of whatever is most convenient for that.
I see.
Or what I'm buying.
I see.
But,
okay.
but I mean, I do like all these. If I certain pieces or certain types of foods, but there's certain things you can get at like Target and things like that.
To kind of shop around.
Yeah, like there's
like your go-to is Hornbachers.
You're
loyal to Hornbachers. Have you noticed a change? Because I think did Coborn's recently bought them out, or did they buy Coborn's? How did that?
I think they bought them out because I know Cashwise and Hornbachers are owned by the same company.
Now
they are. But I think that was over a couple years ago. But maybe,
was it?
But it might have. With business, it could have taken a little while to get that contract signed or agreements, that type of thing. So
okay, I feel like it was recent, but when you get older, and then when you have kids, like
sure.
Time. Oh yeah, that was 2 years ago, 7 years ago. Like in your brain. So okay, cool. So a lot of people. You do. I met you with Young Professionals Network through the Chamber, YPN. Yep. That's how we know each other. You do a lot of networking. So this one might be a little harder. Might get you in a little bit of trouble. But we got to pick a favorite here. What's your favorite business in town? Locally owned business in town. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a tough one. I don't know if I can just limit it to one. That's the tricky part.
That is the tough part. That's if you want some people, the out that they've taken is of course just to name and plug their own business. If that's easier for you, if you don't want to shout out any one person in particular.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not ours is for me. It's marketing. So my business is kind of a basis of people that are subscribed to our publication and are on our TV. Or watch our TV show on a weekly basis. But I mean, as far as, I guess I'll go to the ones I like. I'm an avid fitness person, so I do like F45 in West Fargo.
F45 in West Fargo.
And family wellness, and I like, kind of shout out a little different ones, but local ones. For shopping, I like Vintage Point, and I also like to go to the Mindak Market to get gifts for this Christmas season since we're Christmas themed. So those ones. So I do like to shop local if at all possible, but sometimes it's the fit's a little different depending on. So
absolutely. All right, last question. So it's your day off. You're not working. You're not producing something. You're not building something. This is just to have a good time.
Okay.
What does Kevin Bauer do for fun?
Oh boy. That could be anything. I like to go to events and things. So if there's a possibility, like I'm going to a Timberwolves game here on Thursday, actually. So I like to take in sports if I can. Just hang out with friends.
So like go to a live
sports event.
Yeah. A lot of those around.
Yep. There's quite a few. So I like to go to your Fargo Force games, your Red Hawks games.
What do you like about going to it? Is it watching the show, or what is it about being there that is different for you? What?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just the live aspect is I usually go with friends. So it's that community basis of that. And it's especially, it's good to have people to go with, and it would be fun to watch the game by yourself, but it's also kind of can be a little unique by yourself. So it's fun to go with friends and take in. And if it's baseball, it's a beautiful day. It's it's like sitting on your patio essentially, but you get to watch a baseball game, right? So.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time for baseball we have today. That is the show. What do you think? Real quick.
Well, like it. It went by super fast. And
very
fast. Very festive, and got to answer a lot of questions, and got to talk about Christmas at Prairie Heights as well. So I'm excited to invite everybody that's able to listen and attend, or if they have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on it. So,
well, I suppose that was your plug. That was the whole plug. Right? I should have invited you more. I didn't quite transition it clearly. Did you? Anything else you want to plug? Just Kevin Bauer. Find you on Facebook. Be your friend, because you're now
Instagram,
invited.
LinkedIn,
and see you for Christmas service.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Of course, I'm Conrad Fargo. This has been the Fargo 5. We are here every week, Tuesdays 11 to noon on KRFF 95.9. You can also find me on the internets. You just type in Conrad Fargo anywhere. You will find me. You can go conradfargo.com, of course. / the Fargo 5 is right there. Or you can go to YouTube at Conrad Fargo. That's where you find the show. I'm on Spotify. You type in Conrad Fargo or the Fargo 5. Go to Facebook. Type in Conrad Fargo. If you're getting the idea here, you just type in Conrad Fargo. Have a Merry Christmas, and we will see you next time. Going out with Trans-Siberian Orchestra, of course, and Carol of the Bells.